Right now, in this very moment, I want you to stop whatever you are doing and really listen to me, because what I am about to share with you in the next few minutes could genuinely be one of the most important things you ever hear in your life. I am not saying that to be dramatic. I am saying that because I have spent over 2 decades sitting across from patients just like you, patients who came into my office scared, confused, overwhelmed, and desperate for a real answer. And what I found in my years of practice is that the most powerful protection against cancer is not sitting inside some expensive pill or some complicated medical procedure. It is something so simple, so accessible, so completely free, that most people walk right past it every single day without ever realizing what they are missing. If you are over 50 years old, if you have ever lain awake at night wondering whether your body is quietly turning against you, if you have lost someone you loved to cancer and you have sworn to yourself that you would do everything possible to make sure that does not happen to you, then I want you to know something right now. You found the right video. You are exactly where you need to be. And by the time this video is over, you are going to walk away with something real, something you can start doing today. Not tomorrow, not next week. Today. My name is Dr. James Calloway, and I have been working in oncology and preventive medicine for 23 years. I have seen thousands of patients walk through the darkest moments of their lives, and I have also seen something remarkable. I have seen people who made one small, consistent change in their daily routine go on to live another 20, 30, even 40 years in vibrant health. And the difference between those people and the ones who did not make it was not luck. It was not genetics. It was not some miracle supplement. It was a habit. One single daily habit that kept their bodies in a state where cancer simply could not take hold. So let us talk about what is really going on inside your body after 50, because I think you deserve the truth. Not the watered-down version. The real, honest truth that your body needs you to hear. When you were younger, your immune system was like a highly trained army. It was sharp. It was fast, and it was incredibly good at finding and destroying abnormal cells before they ever had a chance to become something dangerous. Every single day, your body produces cells that have small errors in them. That is completely normal. That happens in every human body. The difference between a healthy person and someone who develops cancer is not whether those abnormal cells appear. They appear in everyone. The difference is whether your immune system catches them and destroys them before they multiply. Now here is where it gets really important for you to understand. After the age of 50, something begins to shift inside your body. Scientists call it immunosenescence, but let me just explain it in plain language. Your immune system starts to slow down. The soldiers in that internal army become less alert. They miss things they would never have missed when you were 35. And at the same time, inflammation begins to quietly build up in your body like a slow fire that never quite goes out. Now that combination, a weakened immune response and chronic low-grade inflammation, is essentially the perfect environment for cancer cells to survive, to hide, and to grow. And here is what makes this so frustrating for so many of my patients. You do not feel this happening. There is no pain, no warning light. No obvious signal telling you that your internal environment is shifting. You feel more or less fine. Maybe a little more tired than you used to be. Maybe some stiffness in the morning. Maybe you get sick a little more easily than you did 10 years ago. But nothing that makes you think something serious is building beneath the surface. And I think that is exactly why so many people over 50 are caught completely off guard when a diagnosis comes. Because the process that led to it was invisible and silent, and nobody ever sat down with them and said, "Listen, here is what is happening in your body right now, and here is what you can do about it." That is what I am doing right now. I am sitting down with you, and I am having that conversation. So, let us talk about the habit, the one that the research keeps pointing back to again and again, the one that my own patients who have lived the longest and stayed the healthiest have all had in common, the one that top cancer researchers around the world are now calling one of the most powerful things a person over 50 can do for their long-term health. It is movement. Specifically, it is a particular kind of intentional, gentle, rhythmic daily movement that takes no special equipment, no gym membership, no athletic ability whatsoever, and no more than 20 to 30 minutes of your day. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. You are thinking, "Doctor, I already know I should exercise more. That is nothing new. But I want you to stay with me here because what I'm about to explain is not about exercise the way most people think about it. This is not about losing weight. This is not about looking better in the mirror. This is about something happening at the deepest biological level inside your body. And once you understand what is actually happening when you move in this specific way, you will never want to miss a day again. Let me walk you through the science in a way that actually makes sense. When you engage in gentle, rhythmic movement, particularly walking at a moderate pace, something extraordinary happens in your bloodstream. Your natural killer cells, which are the special forces units of your immune system, the ones specifically designed to identify and destroy cancer cells, they increase in number and they become dramatically more active. Studies have shown that a single bout of moderate walking can increase natural killer cell activity by up to 50%. Think about that. 50% more cancer-fighting activity from a 30-minute walk. But that is only the beginning of what happens. When you move consistently over days and weeks and months, your body begins to reduce that chronic inflammation I told you about. Your levels of inflammatory markers like C-reactive protein and interleukin-6 start to come down. The internal fire begins to cool, and as the inflammation reduces, your immune cells can work more efficiently, your DNA repair mechanisms work better, and your body becomes far more effective at catching and eliminating those abnormal cells before they become a problem. There is also something remarkable that happens with your lymphatic system. Unlike your cardiovascular system, which has your heart as a pump, your lymphatic system has no pump of its own. The only way lymph fluid, which carries immune cells and removes cellular waste from your tissues, the only way it moves through your body is through physical movement. When you walk, when you move your arms and legs, you are literally pumping your immune system. You are moving the fluid that carries your body's defenses to every corner of your body. So when people ask me, what is the single most powerful thing someone over 50 can do to lower their cancer risk? I do not say, take this supplement or follow this diet or do this test. I say walk. Walk every single day. Walk with intention, walk at a pace that makes you feel alive, and do it consistently because consistency is everything. Now let me be even more specific with you because I want you to walk out of this video with a real plan that you can actually follow. Here is what the research and frankly my own clinical experience says is the most effective daily movement routine for cancer prevention in people over 50. You want to aim for 30 minutes of moderate paced walking every single day. Moderate pace means you can still hold a conversation, but you feel slightly warm and your breathing is just a little deeper than normal. That is the sweet spot. That is where all of those beautiful immune system benefits are happening at their peak. Now, if 30 minutes feels like too much right now, I want you to hear this. 10 minutes is not failure. 10 minutes is a beginning, and a beginning is everything. You can start with 10 minutes in the morning and simply build from there. Your body is incredibly adaptable. It will respond even to small amounts of consistent movement, and over time you will find that 30 minutes feels like nothing at all. But here is something I want to add because I think it makes a significant difference. Do not just walk. Walk outside. If you possibly can, walk in nature, in a park, along a tree-lined street, anywhere where you can see sky and green and feel fresh air on your face. Because the research on what scientists call green exercise, which simply means movement done in natural outdoor environments, shows measurable additional reductions in cortisol, which is your primary stress hormone. And that matters enormously for cancer prevention because chronic stress drives inflammation, it suppresses immune function, and it creates exactly the kind of internal environment where cancer can thrive. So walking outside is not just good for your mood, it is medicine. It is literally medicine for your immune system. Now let me walk you through exactly how to do this in a way that is safe, comfortable, and sustainable, especially if you have joint pain, balance concerns, or have not been very active recently. Because I see patients all the time who want to start, but they are afraid of hurting themselves, and I want to take that fear away completely. Before you start your walk each day, I want you to spend just 3 to 5 minutes doing some gentle preparation for your body. Stand near a wall or chair where you can hold on lightly if needed. Start by simply shifting your weight slowly from your left foot to your right foot and back again. Just rock gently side to side 10 times. This wakes up the stabilizing muscles in your feet and ankles and begins to prepare your joints for movement. Then stand tall, roll your shoulders back gently, and take 5 slow, deep breaths. Breathe in through your nose for 4 counts, hold gently for 2 counts, and breathe out through your mouth for 6 counts. Do that 5 times. This is not just a relaxation technique. This is activating your vagus nerve, which has a direct and powerful effect on reducing inflammation in your body. It is preparing your immune system for the work it is about to do. Then take 10 steps in place, lifting your knees gently, just to get the blood flowing before you step outside. And now you are ready. When you walk, I want you to think about your posture, not rigidly, just gently. Stand tall as if someone is lifting you from the top of your head with a string. Let your arms swing naturally at your sides. Take comfortable strides, not too long, just natural. Land on your heel and roll through to your toes, and breathe. Keep breathing with that same rhythm throughout your walk. In through the nose, out through the mouth. You do not have to count every breath. Just keep it smooth and steady. Every 10 minutes or so, I want you to check in with your body. Are you comfortable? Is your breathing still manageable? Are your feet and knees feeling okay? You are not trying to push through pain. Any discomfort in a joint is your body talking to you, and you should listen. Slow down, shorten your stride, walk on softer ground if possible. The goal is not heroic effort. The goal is consistent, gentle movement that you look forward to doing again tomorrow. When you finish your walk, please do not just stop and sit down. Give your body 2 to 3 minutes to transition. Slow your pace gradually over the last 2 minutes. Then once you are back home, stand and do 5 slow calf raises, rising up on your toes and coming back down. Then gently roll your ankles in circles, 5 times in each direction for each foot. Then sit comfortably and take 5 more of those deep, slow breaths. This closing routine helps your lymphatic system complete its work, helps your blood pressure return to resting levels smoothly, and sends a signal to your nervous system that your body is safe, calm, and well. That signal matters more than most people realize for long-term immune health. Now I want to talk about something that I think takes this simple habit from good to extraordinary. And it is something most health videos never mention. The habit of walking is powerful on its own. But when you combine it with a specific mental practice during your walk, the benefits multiply in a way that the research finds genuinely remarkable. Here is what I mean. As you walk, particularly in the first and last few minutes of your walk, I want you to bring your attention deliberately to your body with gratitude, not in a forced or religious way, just genuinely. As you walk and feel your legs moving, your heart beating, your lungs filling, take a moment to silently acknowledge that your body is working for you. It is fighting for you. Every step you take is an act of partnership with a body that wants to keep you alive and healthy. The reason this matters medically is not mystical, it is physiological. When you practice genuine positive awareness during exercise, your cortisol drops more significantly, your oxytocin and serotonin levels rise, and your immune cells show measurably higher activity levels afterwards. Your emotional state during movement is not separate from the biological effects of movement. They are deeply connected. Your body responds to what your mind is doing, and a mind that feels grateful and at peace sends very different chemical signals than a mind that is anxious and distracted. So walk with your body, not just on it. Be present. Feel the movement. Notice the world around you. And let your mind rest in the simple truth that right now, in this moment, you are doing something profoundly good for yourself. I also want to address something that I know is a concern for many of my patients over 50. What about the days when you simply cannot walk? Maybe the weather is terrible. Maybe your joints are flaring up. Maybe you are recovering from something and getting outside is just not possible. What do you do then? My answer is this. On those days, any movement counts. March in place in your kitchen while your coffee brews. Do 10 slow and gentle chair squats by standing from your chair and sitting back down, using your hands on the armrests as needed. Lie on your back on your bed and gently bicycle your legs in the air for 60 seconds. These small movements still pump your lymphatic system. They still activate your natural killer cells. They still reduce inflammation. They are not as powerful as your 30-minute walk, but they are infinitely more powerful than doing nothing. And perhaps most importantly, they keep the habit alive. They remind your body and your mind that this is something you do every day, no matter what. And that consistency, that unbroken commitment, is where the real magic lives. I want to share something with you now that I have never said in a public setting before. In my years of practice, I have had patients come to me after a cancer diagnosis who told me they wished they had known earlier. They wished someone had told them in plain language that their daily choices mattered this much, that the body they lived in every day was listening to every message they sent it. That rest, movement, joy, stress, connection, all of it was shaping their biology in ways that were either protecting them or leaving them vulnerable. And sitting with those patients in those moments, watching them process that understanding with tears in their eyes, that is what drives me to make videos like this one. Because you are here, you are watching this, you are over 50, and you still have extraordinary amounts of power over what happens inside your body. You have not missed your window. The research is very clear that the benefits of beginning this kind of consistent daily movement appear at any age, even in people in their 70s and 80s who have been sedentary for years. Your body responds. It always responds. It is waiting for you to give it this signal. So here is what I want you to do tomorrow morning. I want you to set your alarm 10 minutes earlier than usual. When it goes off, I want you to get up, put on your shoes, walk to your door, open it, and step outside. Even if it is only for 10 minutes, even if you only walk to the end of your street and back, I want you to take that first step. Because that first step is not just a step forward, it is a message to every cell in your body that things are changing, that you are choosing health, that you are choosing life. And I want you to do it again the next day, and the day after that. And after 30 days, I promise you, you will feel a difference that goes beyond anything I can describe in words. You will sleep better. Your mind will feel clearer. Your energy will be steadier. And somewhere deep inside you, you will feel a quiet confidence building, a sense that you are doing right by your body, that you are actively protecting yourself, that you are not just waiting and hoping, but actually doing something real and powerful every single day. That feeling is not just psychological, it is biological. It is the feeling of an immune system waking up. It is the feeling of inflammation cooling. It is the feeling of your body remembering how powerful it actually is. Now, before I let you go, I want to ask you something from the heart. Is there someone you love who needs to hear this? A parent, a sibling, a dear friend, someone who is over 50 and who has been feeling uncertain or afraid about their health? I want you to share this video with them today. Not because it is just a video, but because the information in this video could genuinely change the course of their health. It could give them hope when they felt hopeless. It could give them a starting point when they did not know where to begin. Sharing this takes you 30 seconds, but the impact of that 30 seconds on someone you love could last decades. And if this video has given you something real today, if you felt seen and understood, and if you are walking away with a plan you actually believe in, then please subscribe to this channel. Every single week, I bring you honest, research-based, human-centered health information specifically for people over 50. No complicated jargon. No fear-mongering, just real guidance from a doctor who genuinely cares about your well-being and who believes with everything he has that you deserve to feel your best for as many years as possible. Drop a comment below and tell me, are you going to take that walk tomorrow? I read every single comment and I would love to know that you are taking that first step. Tell me where you plan to walk. Tell me how long you are going to go. Let this community of people who are all choosing health together be your encouragement and your reminder that you are not alone in this. You are going to be okay, more than okay. You have got this, and I will see you in tomorrow's video.